Good morning, top of the morning to you. Where am I? I'm in Many Glacier. It's so windy. It's blowing a gale. G'day. This week it's all a little bit rushed, I'm afraid, so it's a fairly short video, but I just wanted to get something out for you. Been a lot happening this week, and I'll tell you about it in the fullness of time, not in this video, in the future. But right at the moment, I just want to tell you this video is just about a place I went to in East Glacier. Now, I didn't realise it was that important, but I had a bit of time to kill, so I decided to leave Kalispell, which was where I was staying, and went out to East Glacier. Now, at East Glacier, I stayed at St Mary's, and then and went and checked out Many Glacier. Really fun place, beautiful scenery, really stunning scenery. Did I find any bears? I don't know. Anywho, let's go.
Turn left. Then, you will arrive at your destination.
Good morning, top of the morning to you. Where am I? I'm in Many Glaciers, and that's not that far from St Mary's, which is in the east part of the glacier area. Absolutely outstanding. I'm just so grateful I got up early this morning to come and film some of this. I thought, because I was over in Kalispell, and I thought, oh, I think I've pretty much done Glacier, but I've got a little bit of time to spare, so I thought I would maybe I'll just duck out and just check St Mary's and Many Glaciers. That's where I'm now. It is outstanding. From St Mary's, pretty much all the way, especially the last probably 5 miles, is just breathtaking. All the rocks and mountains just surround you and cuddle you into their absolutely incredible beauty. It's so windy. It's blowing a gale. Anywho, I'm going to go out and check out, see if I can find some bears. I'm at Grizzly Glacier trailhead. So it heads off here for about 3.5 miles. I think that's one way. But at the moment it's closed due to maintenance. In fact, this whole area is closed. You can normally camp in this area. But if you get an opportunity and just check whether it's open, apparently it's definitely worth going and checking out. They've got half a dozen or 5 photos here of what the glacier looked like in 1938 all the way up to 2019. So you can just see the change of like the solid ice, and as it's kind of melting a bit. And yeah, you kind of got to be here to see it. but I would definitely go there, even though it's a long distance, just to check it out. However, at the moment, it's closed. Deep in Many Glacier Campground, I'm just standing by a little brook, a little babbling brook, maybe a creek, I don't know what you would call it. That's what we call it in Australia. It's quite small, but it's very quaint. And the towering mountains above me. Now I've walked probably about maybe 2 miles and no sign of any bears, so fortunately or unfortunately, depends which way you want to look at it, I've not sighted any, so I couldn't film them, and you'll just have to take my word for it that they do exist. At the moment, because this area is closed off, I was just talking to a young guy and he was saying that, yeah, that is typical of when there's not many humans around, there's not many bears around. So doesn't matter how many signs you would put up, people are a little bit careless with the food, and because of that, the bears love to come around and scrounge. It's amazing just how unlucky you can be. I was just talking to a fellow hiker, as if I hike, a hiker, and he stayed the night here. But in the area that I am is called Many Glacier, and only 2 days ago a tourist or a hiker coming through was attacked by a grizzly bear and sort of scratched up pretty bad. And some of the theories are that the only reason he got attacked was the fact that where he was he's walking through a huckleberry patch. Now, the huckleberry is the one of the favoured berries of the bear. So the bear probably thought, you're not coming into my kitchen and stealing my food. So that's probably the reason all that happened. Here comes the rain. Ooh, she's coming in, about to come in thick and fast. Most of those trees are aspen. I'm standing in front of what I call an American fence. Now they tend to have this in on properties, on farms and ranches, and just on the side of the road. I don't think we've got it in Australia, but it's a certain technique which it almost looks like a bit of a lazy way to make a fence. I'm sure that most animals could get through it, over it, between it. Basically how it works is it's just a pole over the top, crisscross, there's another pole down the bottom which is linked, and there you've got a fence. So if you know what it is or know anything about it, please let me know. I'm really intrigued. I'm camped at the, I think it's called Dispersed Camping in St Mary. So it's really lovely. It's a great little place to camp. I'm really enjoying it. And just before, I wasn't able to get into this place, but so a couple of nights ago I stayed in an Indian reserve, and they've set out a place there for camping, which is really good value and just pretty good place. Some of the showering was a little bit questionable, and also the toilet systems were a bit, 1 out of 2 was working. But apart from that, had nice hot water for the showers, had water that you could fill up the entire tanks in your RV, so it's all plus. Now that's owned by the Blackfeet Indians. I think you don't call them Indians anymore, I think they call them First Nation, but I hope you don't mind, I'll just refer to what they used to be called. So yeah, the Indians, the Blackfeet, now the reason they get that name, apparently, this is the theory, is they used to do a lot of back burning, and when they presented themselves to white man, dare I say, they presented with their moccasins were quite black from walking across the burned out grasses, and so because their moccasins were black, they nicknamed them the Blackfeet. Now what happened was the Blackfeet were given for the reservation. The American government gave them a certain area, probably wouldn't have been the prime one, by the way. They gave them a certain area, and that's sort of over that way behind me, and that became their reservation. So that's the Blackfeet reservation, and they do control it quite strongly, and you can't just wander into their area and think, oh, I'll just pull over the side of the road, because they're quite strict and you will probably get a pretty nasty fine. So it's definitely worth staying in either this place, if you can get in, which is the St Mary Campground, or their place, which I'll put the name down there. But it's definitely a Blackfeet reservation camping place. Good value. Okay, let's wrap it up. That was St Mary and also Many Glacier, which is in East Glacier. Beautiful area. If you get a chance, really pop out to see it. And in fact, I would rate East Glacier, where I went to rather, St Mary's and Many Glacier, as number one of all that area. Be cool. Now, if you found the video useful, helpful, and or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, any time would be great. And if you think the video was worth sharing, that too would be great. Until next time, this is Paul Wheel Drive, signing off.